Libra, welcome to 2019. My name is Colleen and this is Arcana Rising. Please like, share, and subscribe. We are doing the yearly reading. We're going to go through January through June of 2019. And if you would like to see July through December, you can click the link below, ColleenFaris.com. That's my name for my website. You can click on shop, go to Libra, and it's only $6. So it's like $1 a month. It's a pretty fair price. It helps to support what I do so that I can continue to share free videos with you. So I appreciate your business if you decide to make a purchase. Okay, so Libra. I am using the Angel Tarot card deck by Doreen Virtue, as well as the Nature's Whispers Oracle deck by Angela Hartfield, and the artwork's by Josephine Wall, and I absolutely love her artwork. So I already have the cards dealt out for the tarot, and now I'm just going to be dealing the oracle cards, and then I will angle the camera down so that you can see everything laid out for you. Oops, there's the first one. Thank you. February. There it is. March. So far you are the first one in a while who has not had multiple cards come out for any of the months or any of the like the theme and the challenge, which is what we'll go over first, which I think is very interesting. So I'm kind of wondering if that means you have a simpler year ahead of you than some other signs, but we shall see in just a few moments. Okay, we got March, April. I just need May and June. There we go. Thank you. May, June. Perfect. So get yourself comfortable and take a nice deep breath. We're going to go through January through June for 2019. And I have some notes here about retrogrades and all that fun stuff. So let's see here. First, we're going to take a look at the theme and the challenge. So this is the theme. So Page of Cups, Page of Water. I feel like you are gaining a deeper understanding in regards to relationships this year, as well as strengthening your intuition or learning to trust it more, trusting your gut more. I feel like is something that's coming up pretty significant for you guys, but also just a deeper understanding with relationships in general. I don't feel like this is just strictly romantic love relationships. I feel like this is all interactions that you have in your life with coworkers, with friends, with family members, you know, things of that nature. So that's pretty interesting. It says here, a new person enters your life. A relationship begins a new phase, heightened psychic abilities. So there is also the possibility of starting a new relationship. It could be a romantic relationship, like I was just saying. It feels like, so I mean, obviously it's saying someone new is coming in. But with the page, I also feel like you've gained a lot of experience over the last couple of years or through your lifetime, but I feel like you are and maybe you've recently plateaued with those understandings. And I feel like this is a year of gaining more wisdom. There's a lot more for you to learn. You still have the Knight and the Queen and the King to go through, for more lessons to be learned, for more experience and wisdom to be gained in regards to relationships and in regards to trusting yourself and what your body and your intuition tells you about relationships before getting more serious. That's interesting. Or becoming more deeply involved. So this is definitely a year of emotional aspects of the self, family situations, love in general, because we have 2 cup cards for the theme and the challenge here. So this is the 2 of cups here, 2 of water, and this is this says a relationship that continues to grow closer, forgiveness, the positive resolution of a conflict. So I feel like anything that you have not been able to release in regards to relationships in the past, it feels like this is what you are being asked to do this year so that you can move forward with a newfound freedom in regards to how you approach relationships. Meaning, you know, no longer beating yourself up about your past, about situations that, you know, you didn't know as much as you do now. You know what I mean? Like having compassion for your old self and understanding that, you know, you did the best that you could with the knowledge that you had at the time. And now you know better, and now it's time to release that so that you can move forward in love, in relationships, and strengthening your intuition, learning to trust yourself again, and like moving forward with a more heightened awareness is what's coming up. A heightened awareness is definitely coming up. So it's just definitely a year that challenges you to release grudges, to release the past, and to forgive. And not for the other person, it's for yourself. So let's see here. January. So the year starts out very positive. It's saying you've come very far in terms of your personal accomplishments. We have the 9 of Pentacles here. And the other deck that I have is of this girl. She's like lounging in a chair, relaxing outside, reading a book, and like all of her fruits are just about ripe in the trees, and she's just about ready to harvest, or she's beginning to harvest, but not, you know, completely, that not everything is ready. So you're getting close to a personal achievement or a personal goal, and you're aware of this, and you are just kind of basking in the glow of the success that you've created for yourself. Whatever you've been doing has been working, and this is reassuring you that you're definitely on the right path in terms of financial matters or career matters. And there's still work to be done, so don't just sit back and just you know, enjoy where you are. We still have to there's still things that have to be wrapped up, some details that have to be gone over, some loose ends that still have to be tied up for it to really fully come to this place where you're like, yes, this is it, this is all coming together, or a place where you feel fully confident in the achievements that you've created for yourself. And, you know, in doing that, the Oracle deck, the Nature's Whispers, is asking, this is the perfect time for you to reassess where you are, and this is a perfect time for creating more goals, because you're just about there with this one. You're just wrapping things up and things are coming together, and you've achieved like 95% of everything that you've wanted to achieve with your personal goal, financially and career-wise, and maybe even physically, if you've had like a personal physical fitness goal, it could be this as well. And this is saying, this is the perfect time to set more intentions or set a new goal to continue painting the perfect picture of your life, because that's what you are doing, that's what you're in the process of doing, and you've been in the process of doing. And now it's like, okay, now what color do you want to dip in and add to this canvas? What do you want to do next? Because this is the perfect, you're in this really high vibrational, exciting, happy energy, because you're feeling more proud of yourself with your achievements, that this is a good place to put out those intentions for these new goals that you want to achieve. Because when you're at this higher vibration, it's easier for those signals to be reached by the universe. There's no resistance, is what I mean. Makes it easier for those things to come to you when you're in this place of least resistance. February. Falling in love, wedding proposals, the need to balance emotions, an invitation to a social event. We've got the Knight of Cups. So this is the theme, the Page of Cups, and it feels like you're going a step up here. Because you're feeling so good here, this makes you like you're attracting more great things towards yourself, and you're in this really positive place. And this is also encouraging you to continue to stay in this positive place, amplify your positive emotions. And she's standing in water. So this is a very watery year, it feels, for you. But the Knight of Cups is, the Romeo of the deck, where he's like overly romantic, pours his heart out to someone that he's falling for, falls in love very easily, almost will go to the ends of the earth to, bring something to the one that they love. You know what I mean? Like, there's no obstacles that will stop them from doing what they know that the person that they love would want from them. You know what I mean? Like, anything that would make the person that they love happy, they're gonna go and do it. So there's a little bit of naivete with this energy, but there's also a very joyous energy here as well. So there is a potential for a proposal or an engagement this month, so keep your eyes out for that. There is a potential for starting a new love relationship this month as well, and it's just stay positive, but keep yourself in check with your emotions and making sure you're not going to the extremes of things. So that's something to really be aware of this month. Not going to the extreme with your emotions, like even when it comes to meeting someone new and like totally falling head over heels for them, don't go to the extreme with that. Like, for instance, I've been watching the show The Office recently, and like the boss, the manager, he's dating a girl. They went on like 9 dates, and he proposes to her, and then like after a couple more dates, it's like Christmas, and he cuts his face out and pastes it on top of the face of the woman's ex-husband. It's like a picture of them skiing. It's her ex-husband, and their 2 kids. And he cuts his face out and pastes it over the ex-husband and sends it out as a Christmas card, thinking that it's funny. And she doesn't think it's funny. She thinks it's really creepy. She doesn't know how to like, what do I do with this? This is way over the top, and I don't really appreciate it. You know what I mean? So, you think that you could be doing things that are romantic or gonna win someone over, but in reality they could be too much, So just pay attention to that with this energy in February. And Valentine's Day is in February, so, the love feels are like really bubbling up. So you just want to keep yourself in check when it comes to that emotion. Okay, March. Victory. Good news is on its way. Public recognition or rewards. This is the 6 of Wands. And this guy is returning to town. He's done something great for his town, and like maybe he's now a celebrity, and he comes back home and everybody is like throwing a parade for him and like trying to reap the benefits of his company. You know what I mean? Like maybe he's gonna build more, bring in more money for our businesses, like, trying to ride those coattails a little bit. So just pay attention to, this is a great challenge for your intuition. Like really check in with your intuition during this time to make sure you're not being taken advantage of for all the hard work that you've put into things. But you're definitely in a place where you're feeling supported. But don't get into this place where you feel like you can't trust anyone because because things are so good right now. Like things are just bound to go, in the other direction. With the scales, they have to balance themselves out eventually. Things are going really well. It's just a matter of time before, or like the pendulum. It's just a matter of time before it swings in the other direction. Like things like that. Try to keep yourself out of that thinking. This is a very motivating month for you. So it's important to, keep your energy positive. We have shift your energy here. So anytime you start feeling that energy that I was just talking about, that distrust or like, where fear starts coming in, or like you start talking yourself out of a good thing, do something that shifts your energy in a positive way. So I feel like this is a very important message for you because we have it in February. Amplify your positive emotions and shift your energy as well in March. In March also we have Mercury going retrograde from March 5th to the 28th. So that's like the whole month. And that can cause, communication breakdowns in pretty much any capacity. So you just want to keep that in mind, that even though, like, yes, we are going through this retrograde, but like we're all going through it together. So it's not just you, it's other people. So we're all struggling with that energy shift, basically. So when you start, like, try not to take things to heart, try not to take things the wrong way this month, because they're probably most likely not meant to be offensive towards you. I'm only saying that because we have this fiery energy as well. This is like you're heading in the direction of positive things as long as you continue to stay positive. Because when you start getting into those negative vibes, that's when it creates more resistance and delays the good things that are coming to you. So just keep that in mind in March. I feel like that's really important for some reason. That's not usually something that comes up with the 6 of Wands, but there it is for you. Okay, so April. April feels like a very significant month. We have the Major Arcana card here, the Emperor. This is telling you to Get yourself organized. Like, you are heading in a really positive direction, and you're like celebrating. So like, you've gone very far in your personal achievements, and it's like pouring over into your love life, into the romantic aspects of your life, and you're feeling really good, and now you want to party, and things are going great, and now it's like, okay, let's get back to work now. Let's finish up what we started here. Like, we're almost there, and also let's start planning the next phase. You know what I mean? So April feels like a very transformative month for everybody, because we do actually have 3 planets shifting retrograde during April. We have Jupiter going retrograde April 10th, Pluto on the 24th, and Saturn on the 30th. So this is really calling in some, major transformations, major shifts in the way that we handle our lives, basically, like, and how we handle responsibility, and as well as, getting into that expansiveness of, like, we can really do anything that we want as long as we put in the effort to get there. You know what I mean? On a dreamy intention setting, connecting with the universe aspect, and let's get organized. Let's figure out the steps to get where we need to go to reach that goal. You know what I mean? So this is a very important month for you. It's very important that you get your life organized and you start laying out the plans on what it is that you need to do next. Sorry, it's really hot in this room. I just had to drink some water. Okay. Emperor. What else? Organization and logic, structure and discipline, leadership. It says it all right there. Get things organized, get things, into a plan, into a structured step-by-step plan for yourself this month. Celebrate differences is also coming up, so be open to hearing the ideas of the people that are important to you during this month as well, because they may have some really good suggestions on how to organize this thing that you're trying to create for yourself. We can get really overly focused on specific aspects of, whatever we're trying to plan out for ourselves, and not see that there's somewhere else that really needs a lot of work. So they could be bringing this to your attention this month, and it's really important to listen to what's being said here. Okay. This card and some other transformative cards have come up for May as well for a lot of people. So I'm not really surprised that this is here. I feel like this is saying you have finished up what was going on in January. It's all fully wrapped up. We have the release card. It's another major arcana card, signifying that this is another very significant month. April and May are very significant months for you. So making sure that you're really in tune with your gut, like paying attention to what your body and your intuition is telling you in April and May. So May, release. This is the Death card. This is all about letting go. I feel like this is when this is brought to light here, this energy of forgiveness coming through, putting the past behind you once and for all, so that you can soar forward. I feel like this is what's holding you back from really fully stepping into the person that you're meant to become. Grudges from past relationships, guilt over past relationships, beating yourself up over things that you can't control. You can't go back into the past to change things. All you can do is, you know, focus on the present moment and shift however you feel like you need to shift, you know, to assure that you have learned those lessons and you're putting them into action. So the Death card, it says the end of a phase or situation, spiritual transformation, time to move on. It says it right there on the card. It's time to move on from what is going on here. And I'm wondering if this kind of presents itself in April as well with this Celebrate Differences card. You know, past relationships are coming up when you're understanding that, you know, they ended for a reason, and, you know, be supportive of who that person is, regardless of the fact that they didn't jive with you. You know what I mean? Like, they have their own path and their own lessons that they're learning just as much as you are. You know, they're no better than you. They're no less than you. You know, you're no better than them. So, you know, understand that they have a different personality and different characteristics than you, and just be supportive of that in your own way through forgiving them and like releasing them from this tie that you have on them, where you feel like you're above them, or the other way around, you feel like, you know, they're above you. You know, cleaning that slate, you know, getting on the same wavelength energetically, or actually having a conversation where you just clear the slate and let it all go. Because it's preventing you guys from really stepping into the person that you're meant to be, because there's trust issues, you know, there's a resentment that you're holding on to, like all these things that you're wasting so much energy on, when you could be putting that energy towards, you know, creating a new business for yourself, or fully stepping into a new relationship, and, you know, fully giving your heart in those relationships and trusting completely. You know what I mean? Like, you're just wasting your time holding on to things that aren't even a part of your life anymore. So that's what's really coming up pretty strongly in April and May. And spiritual transformation, I feel like this is when lessons are really learned. And like, they sink in this month. They really just kind of resonate with you, where you're like, yes, okay, this makes sense. I understand why we went through what we went through. You know, hindsight is 20/20. Now I can let this go and I can continue forward. And we have maintain your childlike spirit coming up. So through this process, not being so serious, it's really important to find the silliness and learn to laugh at yourself. And in doing that, it makes it easier to let it go, to release that hold, that controlling energy on the situation, and just like give it up to the universe, for your spirit guides and your angels and your ancestors and the universe to take it and transform it into something else, something better. It's like putting that energy in like a recycling bin, and then like they take it somewhere and they like turn it into something else. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can think of it like that. Okay. June. Open your heart and mind to those around. So this is very interesting. Okay, I'm going to keep reading it. Open your heart and mind to those around you. Trustworthy and heartfelt advice. Charity work. And look what it is. It's the King of Cups, the King of Water. And you know how I was like talking in the beginning of the reading? Page of Water still has a lot more to learn. Still has to go through the Knight and the Queen and the King. It looks like you skipped right over the Queen. Like, you went to Knight. You experienced, you know, those emotions and that energy, and you went through this transformational lesson learning process and skipped right over the Queen, and now you are to the King of Cups, which is the highest place that you can go in the cups. And now, like, you understand yourself on an emotional level more deeply because you've learned these lessons and you've had these experiences and you understand who you are more deeply. Boundaries, you know, being able to love yourself enough to set boundaries, you know, when it's necessary, you know, in all aspects of your life as a form of, like, protecting yourself, yes, but also, you know, for, you know, protecting others in the process as well. I mean, we have the King of Water. He's got his arms crossed here, so he's got this guarded energy. He protects his heart because of the experiences that he's had, but he's not doing it in a place of feeling like a victim. It's more of an empowering place where he knows his weaknesses, he knows his strengths, and he knows when the time is right to, you know, open his heart to the people around him. You know what I mean? This isn't a restricting card. This is a card of being wise about how you handle your emotions, how you react to certain situations, and also it's like he's mastered his intuition as well. So that's another aspect. So there's a level of mastery here, which is fantastic. Open your heart and mind to those around you. Trustworthy and heartfelt advice, charity work. So I feel like it makes it easier for you to receive on a emotional level in June, and it makes it easier for you to give back as well, in a way that is healing and beneficial for you and the people around you. Yes, so we have fresh approach. So this is learning how to, you know, handle the heart in a new way. So this is a very positive card, and I'm very interested to see where this takes you in the second half of the year with all the lessons that you're learning in the first half of the year in regards to your heart and to love and how to process emotions, and also wrapping up situations as well. So this could all be about relationships, or this could be half about relationships and half about your career. So this is a very, and it feels very, I don't know if I want to say intense, but it feels very healing. Extreme healing is being called in, and you need to make sure that you are staying open. You're staying open-minded. You are keeping your heart open, and you are staying in a positive place because it's all working out in your favor. These things are occurring for your benefit, and it's important that you let go of the old so that you can make room for the new. Okay, Libra, I hope that you enjoyed this reading. Please like, share, and subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you're interested in viewing the rest of the year, July through December, you can go to the link below, click on shop, and then click on your sign Libra for the yearly reading, and it's only $6. It's $1 a month for, you know, each month, and I really hope that you enjoyed this. I appreciate your business and your support, and I will speak to you soon. Thanks so much. Have a good one. Bye-bye.